CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust? Wait, so if you don't trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust?
The last track, I think I only blinked once. I skipped lunch. Blinked twice. Christ, shut your eyes. Now open wide. Fascists took the nation and inflation took a supersize. It's sad to say your teachers couldn't quite make the ends collide. But now you'll probably get to see them on the weekends doing Uber drives. Say lube it with a little oil. One, it tastes expensive too. You'd be surprised how well it helps you open up your throat so you consume the lie of human rights that was sold to you by suits and ties, designer scents on plastic men with patient fangs and ancient vice. You know, the kind of greed that makes a person lose the sight of morals, so it's easier to sleep at night. It's easier to ease their minds and pick a foreign people we could demonize. If you take a sec to sink into how war criminals think, you'll know you'd never want to see inside. If every man's an open book to look within, theirs are bound in human skin and not designed for human eyes. They are wearing human skin, but they can simply not be humanized. They aren't worth the lowest of the poor they swore to crucify. Holy sweet Geneva, there's a mass grave full of dead believers you called the police on cause you don't believe in squatters' rights. You believe the sanctity of human life is relative to human worth in terms of work and dollar signs. So listen when I say you need to find the light of day before it's too late to apologize. Like holy sweet Geneva, here's a mass grave you can colonize. Because you seem to love to talk about the spirit of America. But if you saw the spirit of this land's supposed character, I think that you'd be calling ICE. And I also think the actual America is truly represented by the call to ICE. Is represented best by the descendants of some immigrants bitching about the immigrants, snitching on some immigrants, then playing dumb and innocent like good little Christians when their neighbors get deported. Until they're screaming at the store that they waited 20 minutes more because the staff was short. Because some ordinary bigot started waging war on immigrants. And honey, we'll just keep deporting because like your first vote and each election since, it turned out that the man you are supporting ended up to just be twice the fucking bigot as the bigot that he wins against. But I was not among the herd. A single word from Biden stirred a tingle in the cynic sense. I knew that a vote for Joe was more like Reagan 2.0. I could smell that sarin smoke that choked around the river bend, and so I spoke about a living end. About an anchor thrown to drowning men, a democratic president, a country never found again. A man who marinated in the blood this land was founded in. A crime bill that contains sufficient lethal ends to drown us in. All written by a man who wears a crown of sins, who currently is sleeping in a bed of sins. And it's no wonder those who truly understand the meaning of democracy are not too keen to let us in. It's no wonder other countries can't conceive of skipping meals or missing rent or being on the streets because you can't afford your medicine. That's uniquely American. And Joe has proved to be the most disturbingly American of presidents. I shiver when I think of what's to come if he's the precedent. It's a wonder I can even function still to process all the rhymes through all the resonance. Bless my heart, I'm liminally reticent. Standing on a threshold of bone, ash, and sediment, near a faded marker claiming this to be the grave of all my sentiments. Exactly where I left them all and just how I remembered it. It's a wonder I can even function still to process all the rhymes through all the resonance. Bless my heart, I'm liminally reticent. Standing on a threshold of bone, ash, and sediment, near a faded marker claiming this to be the grave of all my sentiments. Exactly where I left them all, and just how I remembered it.
Wait, so if you don't trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust? Wait, so if you don't trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust?
Fuck.
trust the CIA or you don't trust like our institutions, then what do you trust?
A tinted caravan is coiled under onyx skies. It weaves the wilds, winding deep within the forest's bowels, where famous faces, every one of which you recognize, are all encircled, every one adorned in scarlet cowl. And in the center of the circle sits a sacrifice, with 30 robed and hooded figures stood before a massive owl. Its face is caked in moss, the torch's light, the flush of life is rushed into its carven eyes as horns exude a wounded howl. And soon there grows among the wealthy crowd a thunderous swell, the feral mouths of power, blackened words on blighted dirt. They heave communal dirge, unbodied more than tongue could tell. A kiss of Saturn's gas, in satyr flames the grotto bursts. And soon the CEOs will swirl immoral sarabands, and soon the oldest guard will bloom a grove of bacchanal, and soon the truth of power stares up from the bearer's hands, and I would see too much to ever feel like I came back at all. I'd see too much to not return there in my every dream. I'd see too much to not see cultists on the silver screen. To feel like I'd returned the same man I'd departed as, who didn't see those words of binding spelled out in the autographs. I can't explain to those that couldn't grasp the half of it, that didn't smell that sacrifice, that didn't hear the Baphomet. You'll never speak the words if you can't comprehend their alphabet, to hear the ataraxia that calls to all the rhapsodists. You don't know the exodus of all the earthly morals the triumvirate Trismegistus would purge before the start. The invocation always was intended as a choral, and they carve you all but hollow so its words might fill your heart. What rights they have to immolate and purge their worldly cares, so they are never bound by sympathy to see or hear our pain. They can edit out the screams of children piercing through the air. They can bound it black in muslin wrap and wash it all in flame. So Cronkite, Bush, and Eastwood walk into a ring of runes. While Longfellow and Holmes are lying buried in Mount Auburn, they cry aloud cremation neath a silver sylvan moon, and set their effigy ablaze that it may satisfy their sovereign. An offering to Providence, presented in a coffin, by those who rose to prominence through war or entertainment. The gala glow of pageantry that hides a private auction that we don't need attend because we're there in form of payment. Maybe that's their whole arrangement, made to keep the dream alive, perpetuate enslavement, and still find a way to sleep at night. Now we know the measures that they'll take and what they deify. Never break the chain and don't let Cheney near the hematite. Somewhere beneath the gaping onyx sky, where a beast was brought to raucous life that never truly dies, an owl is standing vigil at an altar in a grove. And the hoods all cover faces that you know.
When you are not with where majority of Americans are, then, that is extreme. That is an extreme way of thinking.
Pulling what's left of my mind out. let you be. And a part of me wished I could set myself aside, just let you take the ride, just chalk the rest up to destiny. I could let you believe that the only restraints in life are the size of your dreams. Let you believe each kid grows up with the world at their feet. When I know too well it's open season, I know they're taking stock and raising stocks and raising stock. And I'm simply not here to sit and watch as you learn the lesson all cogs are taught. Keep your head down and keep to task and just keep on blocking the rest of it all out. Just keep on with the rest of the herd of a million adjacent oblivious workers. The forest unseen for the trees, and the trees unseen for the fallout. No, what's more damning, baby, the truth or the ignorance? Fuck it, I honestly wonder if I see the answer so well. Baby, believe me well, I know it's scary, I scare myself. If I could find a way out of my head, I would run like hell. I would ditch this body politic, mindless occupant somewhere far from the dismal abyss. In the tranquil crystalline bliss of the beach, I could rest with the rest of the shells. And if anyone asks I'm anywhere else, if I'm really needed, just light the candle, then read the book and then ring the bell. Oh, my untarnished heart, my little perfect soul, this world will melt your mercy down so they can sell its gold. This world will take your worth and then demand 1,000-fold. It's full of greedy pigs who'll eat you out of house and home. They'll strip your bank account and sweep you somewhere down the road, and then return to eat your tent and shitty bike you rode. Your bottled water, only shoes and coat and broken phone. Then smiling in your face, they'll tell you that the shelter's closed.
When you are not with where majority of Americans are, then, you know, that is extreme. That is an extreme way of thinking.
Hoped you would never find out, knew that you had to know. Pulling what's left of my mind out, trying to tell you so. I tried to block the light, I knew you could feel its glow. I bet you're holding my hands out, trying to keep you close. Trying to keep you Oh, my untarnished heart, my little perfect soul, this world will melt your mercy down so they can sell its gold. This world will take your worth, then demand 1,000-fold. I tried to block the light just so I could keep you close. They won't let you go, set you free, or send you home. Wait, please say you know what you need is what you owed, and they won't let you go, set you free, send you home. I was close enough to smell the fire. Jesus took the wheel and then he kicked me off the ride. I was busy shouting at myself from in the crowd, about to throw down and drag myself outside. I had to give myself the business. When I show myself forgiveness, it goes right between the eyes. Was looking past my shoulder, never focused on the prize. I stalked myself through burning sand the better part of 40 nights. I found myself staring in the mirror, yelling, go into the light. Cause I was in the rear view, staring at the highway, horrified. I was in the road ahead, arms wide, ready to be mummified. Gonna be the fella yelling how he's sick of always betting on his life. I'll also be the guy that brought the dice. Half a dozen chambers and I keep an empty 5. Only needed one to break the ice. Only needed one to clear my mind. Only needed one to stop time. Wait, please say you know what you need is what you owed, and they won't let you go. Set you free, send you home. I'll be the guy that brought the dice.
Hi! Whoa!
Everybody.
Hi, everybody! Hey, did anybody hear that? Because
Is it working? Is it happening?
I did not hear that, but hopefully you did. This is American tradition. Oh my God, we're back.
It is.
We are back. All right, so I'm Indy, and that's Jesse over there. This is his show.
It is. It me.
He's no longer COVID guy, thankfully. At
It's
least
true.
most of it. Oh goodness. No, there was no audio, Cynic. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. That happened to How Do We Miss That's theme song too. So I guess I need to do something with OBS and fix that whole thing with intros.
Mm-hmm.
So, tonight is a few of my favorite sings, and
I can't get over that title.
no, I can't get over the
so
thumbnail.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
The thumbnail, dude, which I've been staring at for a month now.
God.
Literally a month, because well, we know. Jesse had the vid.
That first week we canceled. I only thought I felt like shit. I was like, really out of it. Didn't sleep well. I feel like tonight's not the night. Let's hit it next week when we're refreshed. And next week I'm like, oh, death's door.
Right. Well, just in case you did not see the thumbnail in all its glory. All right. Jesse said, I want to do like the Sound of Music with my head crudely pasted on top, and I went for it, and I think I nailed it.
These are a few of my favorite sings.
Because like when I first made that, I looked at it for a good 2 minutes and could not stop giggling when I saw it. I'm like, that's a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
So we're good. This is episode 46.
I'm so happy. Look
right?
how happy I am,
he is so happy. Jesse, it's happy Jesse.
Folks, if I'm ever black-sighted, that's how I want you to remember me. Okay? Like, remember me singing in the field, please. Just go, you know what? He's in a field somewhere. He's singing with all the other dissidents and truth tellers.
Just like
they're all in a big field together, just playing and.
That's what the government wants you to believe, anyway. At least.
Yeah, we will end up doing a part 2 of this, and Cynic has her own contribution to this thumbnail effort, which was also choice. So there will be a favorite sings part 2.
Yes, there was.
If for no other reason, there's a couple songs I really wanted to do, but they're more intricate than I thought. And if I want to do them justice, I gotta actually like learn all kinds of new guitar stuff to do it.
So there's a live song and a Faith No More song that I really wanted to do, and those will be some part 2 numbers. So everything else though I feel good about for tonight.
So Anna's saying she loved seeing you on AM Wake Up yesterday. And that was a lot of fun to see you hang out with Marcus and with Steve. Well, let's see if you're gonna play some music over here. No,
that was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've done any like 4-person panels.
Right.
And I forgot what it's like when you've got something you're going to say on the issue, and then by the time everyone else has made the rounds and you have a chance, you're kind of on to something else. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to file that away for later.
Right.
So it's nice early morning though. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to have a bowl and drink my coffee and just kind of, sometimes you spectate on a stream. There's nothing wrong with that. I did feel bad because apparently my mic was super loud. My gain was up because I'd been recording a couple nights prior. And I didn't realize it until halfway through. And Steve is like, my chat is losing their shit over how loud you are. I hadn't thought about muting the couple times that I coughed either. So I was just blowing people's eardrums out. So to anyone that watched, I'm really sorry about that yesterday. I'm a little rusty. It's been a month since I've been on the setup, so.
No, and no album drop. He says he's done writing all the songs, but no album drop yet. Did I miss the album drop?
But I'm at that point where, like, I was telling Indy before we started, I get to a point where sometimes the daily onslaught of what you see in your feed is motivating. And other times it's not. And sometimes it makes you just want to kind of crawl into a hole for a while. And eventually I hit a point where that frustration from it, that kind of helplessness, I'm like, the only thing I know how to do to feel like I'm doing something is to put out a fucking record, to put it on an album and, get people to hear it. And I think I mentioned before, that originally what I wanted this album to be was, a concept record for listening to the radio on a road trip. And it still will be multiple radio stations changing around, but I very quickly into recording this have realized that I'm kind of past the Rubicon of being able to do as lighthearted as an album as I originally thought it was going to be. It's still going to have some funny parts. Obviously, some of the bits I've written for this and like skits and stuff, I'm really proud of. But it's also going to feel more like what it's like for me or for any of us listening to the radio now. When you're getting a little snippet of a massacre and then normal advertising and fucking jingles and the same tired pandering shit. So some of this will probably be a little hard to listen to because at first I was like, is it disrespectful to be talking about like Palestine and then all of a sudden literally jerk the dial and do a back to school ad for kids clothing? But that's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what we do. The most horrific shit you've ever seen or heard of will maybe come across right behind an ad and another ad and someone's fucking weight loss shake and someone's influencer video. It's just all lost in this big jumble of advertising and bullshit.
Yeah, we're dealing with it all in real time. Like we're having to.
That's what it's gonna feel like.
And interpret, like deal with all of that. Like while you're dropping your kid off at school, like you just saw a kid go headless, and now you have to walk your kid into school.
Exactly.
And that's what we're dealing with. So I think that's great because it'll actually kind of capture the moment.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I kind of made that decision. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be, At first I was like, I want this to be a little hard to listen to. And then there was that part of me that was like, yeah, it's also going to be a fucking flop. This might be the first record you put out that like genuinely just doesn't hit the same. But I'm like, fucking what isn't a flop right now? Like the news is a flop. Life's kind of a flop. Like maybe a flop is what we need me to make. So by God, I'm making my most risky project
Well,
imaginable.
you know what?
Because it's what I need. Like this one might just be for Jesse in the grand scheme of things, but I
Look, you thought the Geiger Age was a flop, and how long did it take for that shit to really come of age and really make it to the point where like it's relevant and people love it? Like,
yeah.
You know, I kind of feel like the Grift Home Companion, the way it got lost, is kind of a flop in a way, and. You know,
there you go. So I got it out of the way. Look at that.
Yeah, you
There's
got
my
that
flop.
one out. You got that one out. You know,
shit.
Because you stacked it on top. Again, if it was a double album, I think it would have been fine. It would have been better.
I learned a valuable lesson about either staggering or compiling, but no 2 drops in one day.
Viva Hard or Barbecue Flop. Okay, I'm not really sure.
So oh, that was funny. The beginning of the conversation on AM Wake Up yesterday when I strolled in was the correlation between how aggressively racist your chef is and how good the barbecue they produce is. So your more southern states will obviously produce better barbecue. And the further north you go, where it's that gentler, softer, family-friendly Disney racism that isn't as overt, shittier barbecue. I can attest from that. The barbecue here is trash. Which then connected. Steve was like, okay, I'll take it a step further. He was like, if the Chinese food is really good, it's got to be from a place that doesn't really like Americans. He was like, there has to be some hate. There has to be some hate.
There must
behind really good. And I was like, you know what?
Yep.
There's a place near me. I won't name its name. The lady's so sweet. Bless her heart. She's so nice. So I keep coming and ordering food that is subpar to say the least. Like it's not great, but I'm like, she's so nice. She's just the sweetest lady. And all of a sudden he had said that, and it was just like, oh my God, absolutely. Yeah. If you can't taste the spite in every bite, it's not right. It's not.
Oh my God.
Sorry to go Jesse Jackson on you there.
He's writing the lyrics for his next thing. For a jingle, it's not right if you don't have spite in every bite.
And then finally, in a southern restaurant, if the waitress hits you, like what term of endearment you get is an indicator for how much sodium you're in for. If it's just normal southern cooking, you'll just get like a sweetheart or a sugar. If you get like a darlin or a dumpling, then like hold on, because it's gonna be heavy. If she hits you with like a sweet pea or a buttercup, they're trying to kill you. That place is about to fucking murder you.
Sure, that's pretty good rules.
So,
all right.
Life hacks. So.
Yeah, that's AM Wake Up over on the AM Wake Up channel. He's over only on Rockfin and Rumble for all you YouTubers. I know Jeff Black knows who they are, but some of y'all never really go hang out over there. That's the spicy.
I really strolled into some spicy.
That is the spicy morning show.
Man, I'm not even halfway through Coffee Cup 1. Like, you can, if you go back, you can see me doing a couple blinks of like, oh, excuse me. I think I just wandered into the wrong set.
Well, Reef nailed it. It's like Reef says, better the chicken joint, the more gunshots can be heard outside. That's about right. Salt ratio to greeting, sure. I'm down with that. And same with Waffle Houses.
The takeaway across the board, good food requires a little danger. Nothing good comes easy.
Oh boy.
You gotta take some steps into some uncomfortable territory sometimes if you want to really experience the full flavor of life.
Yes.
There's your takeaway.
Shelly's out in upstate New York, and yes, she gets the best barbecue out in the sticks. Upstate New York, that's cool.
Sure.
I was just in Goshen with my son last week. We took him to Legoland, so that was a good time.
Yeah, back home, like Northwest Florida, basically Lower Alabama, there's every barbecue place has a big ass Confederate flag flying outside, and the barbecue,
the food's banging.
would be a suitable last meal if you knew what you know. But then I come up here, I'm West Michigan, and every barbecue place, it's like the kitschy, like, oh, it's next to a craft cider place, and we have the pinball museum next door, and here's a $27 brisket plate with a tiny little side, and it's so sanitized
and dried
and
out,
cold and soulless. And it's just heartbreaking. It really is. It makes me sad. I didn't know food could make me sad, but it would make sense that good barbecue brings you, I hate to use the word joy because it's been tainted, bliss. Good barbecue is bliss. And turns out there is bad barbecue, and it's just sorrow. It's just like eating sadness.
yeah, yeah, bad barbecue, awful.
Although that'd be a great fucking band name for like a blues band. Bad Barbecue. Oh my god. It's like Dad to the Bone. It's like top tier blues band name.
Yes, it's that's a dad band. Yes, Dad to the Bone is definitely a dad band.
And where's my pen? God damn it! I gotta write down Bad Barbecue.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Shelly, actually, I know that like even where Legoland isn't really considered upstate New York. That's just Orange County. That's just northern New York City area. It's like an hour away from New York City, which is where they built the Legoland theme park with a Legoland hotel on it, by the way. I tried to get a room
Because why wouldn't you?
Well, they're themed rooms, so you can like stay in like a Ninjago themed room, and it's all like Asian themed and then very cool. I mean, one of these days I'll stay there with the kids, but not this time.
That's awesome.
We went for the day, and I got a free pass for the kid, and it was a blast. I mean, he had such a good time. It's perfect for that age, and it's very kid
awesome.
and family friendly. Maybe one of these days we'll do like an INN kids family trip if that ever could materialize. I don't even know if we have enough INN kids, but
So
we'll
get
see.
busy, INN crew.
Yeah, let's go, guys. What's up, Crab? All right.
Oh, we have fun here. Okay, let's get down to biscuits. What do we want to do first?
Has Jesse met Rome? I don't know if he's met
No,
Rome.
actually, not yet.
But we did Bonarome last year.
We're awfully
famously.
close. We're too
But-
close to not have met yet.
Yes, that is absolutely true. Again, that the library needs open. The opening needs music. When's the library scheduled to open? I don't know. Denver actually played last night on the Anarchist Collective. I'm going to give Shelly a shout out on AM Wake Up last night. And she's got a thing. Check her out over on Facebook or get in touch with me if you want to join. She's doing this thing really, all of the independents and lefties that make music and produce art, whether it is music or physical art or sculpture, whatever it is, a way to bring everybody together, not just digitally, but also physically. I think it's a great idea and way to connect people real world and take the digital and actually turn it into something real. So anything I can do to support that for sure. He's muting me so he can test.
No, I hadn't muted me. I could hear you fine. Okay. So I think I had done this on the Utah Phillips night.
Okay.
But it bears repeating, this especially because this is one of my favorite songs of all time. Utah Phillips had spent a lot of time at a place called the Joe Hill House, which was like a Catholic workers' house next to a train yard, and people that were just passing through, vagrants, bums, and the like, would stop in, and they would have a place where you could get a change of clothes, and they would, feed you and take care of you and help you find work or find a way out of town or find family. Like they really did a lot for people in need. And so he spent a lot of time there. And there had been a morning that was especially cold, where a couple guys came wandering up from the train yard that had ridden in on a boxcar, and they had hypothermia and had like barely made it to the house. So they bring them in, give them some food and some clothes and a bath. And a couple hours later, once they're better, they mentioned that there was one other guy who had been in the boxcar who was too sick to come up. And Utah Phillips mentioned how pissed off he was that, you know, they waited that long to say something. And so a group of them got together and went to the train car and found him dead. And he wrote a song about the guy that's just about the most touching song you could write for someone that you didn't know. And there's a couple lines in here that are just like on my Mount Rushmore of lyrics. So this is the song he wrote. This is called Old Buddy Goodnight.
I was there when they opened the boxcar, found him stone dead on the floor. Though thumbing and bumming was all of our trades, no one had seen him before. He wore the face of a stranger, lost and unseen in the crowd. He looked so small as we carried him down, wrapped in a newspaper shroud. The wind blows cold in Wyoming, the stars shine clear and bright. If you don't wake up tomorrow at all, I guess it's old buddy good night. There was a color winner, lines on his face were the same. On his left arm, a faded tattoo, bordered a rose and a name. I knew that was gonna happen. So give him a line in your paper. Here's what I want you to say. There's some things worse than dying alone. One of them's living that way. The wind blows cold in Wyoming, the stars shine clear and bright. If you don't wake up tomorrow at all, I guess it's old buddy good night. Well, little rusty folks, we're shaking the dust off. Bear with us. Pardon our mess.
And that was what?
That's not something we're gonna clip. That's what that was.
No, the guitar
that
sounded
was
rough
us.
too.
That was 2/3 of Old Buddy Goodnight. Is what that was. That was the Cliff's Notes version of Old Buddy Goodnight.
I think you might need to either turn the gain down or turn the do something with the mic or bring it closer, but you know, it was something sounded funky with the guitar. It didn't have the bass and the depth to it that it did.
Okay.
All right. Good. I'm glad Anna's been messing with her mic. Anna's going to be doing some kind of podcasting or show or something. I can't wait to hear what she's going to do. Yep. That's better.
Just a little
it kind of
less MIDI.
Yeah, a little less. Yeah, that's better. But then it gets scratchy. Like once you hit a range, it gets like a little scratchy. Cynic says wavering like the first episode plus the gain thing.
Well, I just brought the gain back down.
It was tinny. I don't know what that. Yeah, how to fix that on the thing, but mine's on like the third setting on the Yeti, whatever that is.
Let me just check my audio settings real quick here, folks.
Make sure you're actually using the Yeti and not the
microphone.
Not the one from your laptop. Like I think that happened once before.
It's all right. I'm gonna turn off their reducing background noise business.
Yeah, turn that off, exactly.
Okay. How about now? Is that any better?
Oh my god, yes. There
was
we
that
go.
It?
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's what it was. You know what? That last song didn't even happen. Let's
Wait, is this live? Cowboy Kitty?
What? Hey, everybody!
Okay, now we're starting the show. Okay, that was just a warm-up. We were just playing. Shelly, yes, Anna and Denver are over on Rockfin. Rockfin.com/IND left news. INN's Rockfin channel's been broken for like 3 months, and we don't know when we're getting it back, so we're dealing with that. In the meantime, so we're running that at my channel. We're also over on Kick. Kick.com/Indie News Network. We want to be #1 for live music. Live music has a category on Twitch. We are set up right now on Twitch, and where the hell's Dr. Nick? Dr. Nick is the mayor of Twitch, so if Dr. Nick's not there, I guess nobody shows up there. I don't know what's up with that.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Dr. Nick is the mayor of Twitch. He's been pushing Saint Abachen. Yes, thank goodness to Saint Abachen. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is a very obscure Strokes song that might sound familiar if you know some Strokes hits, because it's an early alternate version of a song that ended up getting way more radio-friendly, earwormy of a final version. And this version in particular is one of Fox's favorite songs. And we surprised him at a gig the other night. My in-laws brought him to see me and Jess play. And he was sitting at a table and eating and doing his thing, and then I started playing this song. And the look on his face was fantastic when he realized what it was.
Kid.
Normally, the like real version that ended up being out of this song was called "You Only Live Once." This is the early alternate version, which is called "I'll Try Anything Once." 10 decisions shape your life. You'll be aware of 5 about 7 ways to go through school. Either you're noticed or left out. 7 ways to get ahead. 7 reasons to drop out. When she said, I can see me in your eyes. Well, I said, I can see you in my bed. That's not just friendship, that's romance too. You like music, we can dance to. Sit me down, shut me up, I'll calm down, and I'll get along with you. There is a time where we all fail. Some people take it pretty well. Some take it all out on themselves. Some they just take it out on friends. Oh, everybody plays the game. And if you don't, you're called insane. Don't
don't, it's not safe no more. I gotta see you one more time. So when you were born in 1984, sit me down, shut me up, I'll calm down, and I'll get along with you. Everybody was well dressed, and everybody was a mess. 6 things without fail you must do, so that your woman loves just you. All the girls played mental games, and all the guys were dressed the same. Why not try it on if you'll only remember it once? Sit me down, shut me up, oh, I'll calm down, and I'll get along with you.
All right, there we go. We're back. We're back, folks.
All right. That's what we're talking about. Nice. All right. So that's the Strokes.
I'll try anything once. Oh.
Or more than once. Yeah, there we go. Kill your Edgar. Please clap. He's giving us George Bush or Jeb Bush.
All right, let's see. So this song, it's hard now because I've actually started playing this song at a couple shows, and I pointed out to my wife once how it feels like it could be a Randy Newman song, and now it's impossible for me to hear this song and not hear Randy Newman voice. I won't do that, but you'll absolutely you'll totally know what I mean. This is actually a John Mayer song. There's a John Mayer record. Oh fuck, what's it called? The sound of everything, the something of everything. But it's really fucking good. There was a period of time that I don't remember how we came across it, but we'd listen to that record once, and I was like, God damn, that's just really good, like kind of background music. And this song in particular, I just love some of the lines. It's just a really great, very Randy Newman-esque kind of little tune. So yeah, this is John Mayer. This is called "You're Gonna Live Forever in Me."
Dinosaurs, fiery rains and meteors, it all ends unfortunately. But you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. Just wait and see. Parts of me were made by you, and planets keep their distance too. The moon's got a grip on the sea, and you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. love's an honest one to make. Time leaves no food on the tree, but you're gonna live forever in me. I guarantee it's your destiny. And when the pastor asks the pews for reasons he can't marry you, I'll keep my words in my seed. But you're gonna live forever in me. I guarantee. Just wait and see.
And that is You're Gonna Live Forever in Me by John Mayer.
Or
Right.
Randy Newman, if you want to.
Great big bag of dinosaurs, fiery rains and meteors.
Nice.
It all ends unfortunately, but you're gonna live forever in me.
Dude. Bro.
I guarantee.
I'm going to send that to him now.
Just wait and see.
That's great.
I wish I could do Randy Newman voice and not do the Randy Newman face, but there's a face I have to make. And it ain't a pretty one.
You got a friend in me. You really have to stretch your mouth
You gotta do the
out.
like blow up doll face to really get the Randy Newman right.
That's great.
It's a combined tightness and looseness. Only a blow up doll can replicate.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Haunting Randy Newman. All right.
This is fun. I want to do this. This is actually an old Townes Van Zandt song, who's written a few songs that I love, but this version in particular, Coulter Wall covered, and Tyler Childers sings on it with him, and the contrast between their voices is just nuts, and it's fun to play and do both parts. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is the song Fraulein, but the Coulter Wall Tyler Childers version.
Far across the deep blue water lives an old German's daughter on the banks of the old river Rhine. Though I loved her and left her, now I can't forget her, 'cause she was my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up towards the heavens each night when those stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you, for you are my pretty Fraulein. When my memory wanders away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind, in a moment of glory her face shows before me, the face of my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein. Fraulein. Look up towards the heavens each night when those stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein. That's Fraulein.
That's Fraulein. And Anna Mayers just came up with the line of the night. JJ just morphed into an 1812 plantation owner.
Oh,
Jesus.
you had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
1812. I'm like,
okay. Yeah, pretty Fraulein. Okay. You got some Patsy Cline. Cynic earlier was saying that we need to hear the Michael McDonald taco song for us sometime.
Sometime, yes. I should figure out how to actually play that. That would be fantastic.
Michael McDonald. Forget we're not in love anymore.
Okay, so this is a song by one of my favorite bands, Harvey Danger, who most people know for one hit from the late 90s. And the record that hit song, Flagpole Sitta, was on is one of my favorite, easily top 3 favorite, like, 90s records. For me, like, 90s alternative. This is one of those fucking Hall of Famers. And this actually is not off of that record. It was a long time before I really got into any other album of theirs, because I didn't want to be disappointed. I was like, nothing else can top that. And I was right, nothing did. But that said, there are some gems on the other albums, and this is definitely one of them. Unfortunately, it was one of those times where I'm like, I wonder what those guys are doing now. And the answer is being shit libs. Sometimes you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. You look
them up. It's very rare that you look them up and that you're not disappointed these days.
Yep. I was like, oh no, it's just a whole lot of sunflowers. What's all this about? Oh no.
Yeah. The Ukraine flag and then the Palestine flag. That's the most confused person ever.
So this is a great song that he wrote. He was from Seattle, and there was someone he was dating in Portland, and he said apparently it's a very, very common thing for there to be these Seattle-Portland trysts, and at a decent halfway middle point is Centralia, Washington, and this song was about meeting someone frequently in Centralia, and it's just a really, really good example of Harvey Danger's songwriting style, and it's especially now that I'm looking back, I'm like, I can see some of their elements, especially in like my normal songs, like not like my political stuff necessarily, but like songwriter songs, I can definitely see their influence more and more. So that said, this is Harvey Danger, Moral Centralia. And yes, Jeff, same record. I've done nothing but lead you on. She said, I drove around all night. The stoplights were interminable, but I get along alright. As long as I don't have to interact with anyone else on a meaningful level, I'll be fine. 'Cause I don't wanna marry my convictions. Not yet, no. Not yet, no. When wicked thoughts come into realia, you wind up instantly, morally looking for a decent cup of coffee and trying to meet halfway. Seems like I'm stealing your words, but really I'm just giving them back to you once again. It's all about me. Pride is not a factor, no, once again. It's all about me. You are weak and I am strong, and I've done nothing but lead you on. She said, I'm feeling well into my cups already, just until my hands are steady. The spins are setting in. I swear I'll never feel like myself again. I'd like to go back 10 years just to show you a picture of yourself now, but I'm afraid that it might kill you then. You used to be such a loyal friend once again. Oh, it's all about me. Pride is not a factor, no, once again. It's all about me. Third person in the inner monologue again. It's all about me. And that's Harvey Danger.
Harvey Danger? Oh, no, he's from Seattle.
Oh, I almost spit take. Oh, almost.
Close.
That was so close.
That was close. I almost got you.
Harvey Danger.
Harvey Danger.
I'm looking to book a gig. Play Harvey Danger.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
Did we get any Pearl Jam Soundgarden? Actually, I don't know if we can get away with that. I know that
Who are
Anna's.
these people?
Hey, that's a dono. Hey, show Chord Lord, 20 bones. Thank you. So Anna asked for Amy Winehouse. What other Amy Winehouse do we have besides Valerie? Because I know we've done Valerie twice. Nice.
I was about to say, I got some other Pearl Jam. I can pull. Yeah, you see, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
That might be my favorite Pearl Jam song. For being honest.
Yeah, the way he wails at the end of Release, that just does it for me. I know.
Oh no, you know what? Their cover of "Rain Over Me" by The Who.
Yeah, very good.
Brutal.
Very good.
Real good.
Very good.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. And let's see. Bear with me here. I didn't even find lyrics for this. Okay.
Mr. Jones. I was never a Counting Crows guy.
Oh, really?
got it for the Newman. That's what the dono is for. The Randy Newman impersonation.
Okay. If we get more than one person in chat that recognizes this song, that second person will win the highly coveted Audience Member of the Evening award, because one person is a given, but if anyone else does, that's our deep cut. Yeah, here we go.
Everything about love. Thought I knew everything about you. Guess I didn't know what I had. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Tell me who's to blame? Was it you? Was it me? Oh, I wonder if you really care at all. You don't know what you got till it's gone.
There's that little bit of residual COVID.
Well, we know that Cynic knows what that was for sure.
Jeff, you're my dark horse here. You knew Harvey Danger.
Harvey Danger. I just want to kill him with that.
After I did Harvey Danger, Indy goes, Harvey Danger, and now I'm gonna hear that. Just ruined it for me, but in a good way. Yeah.
That's great. That was solid though.
Oh God.
Anna says she doesn't know who it is, but it was pretty. I'm dropping the Kick link. Somebody go over there on Kick, and somebody go chat or make us like trend. Come on, man. There's like 5 people on Kick, I think, that are doing live music, and we can be number 1. Kick.com/Indie News Network. Let's get to number 1. I want to take on Kit. Kit's been bragging that he's number 1 in politics on Kick with 6 viewers live. And if he can do it with 6 live over there, like I can do it. Well, he did it. He's got about 25 or 30 live actually, but we were up there with 6 the other night. Yeah, Cinderella, Aram.
That's what I was telling Jess last week when I was right at the peak of like COVID voice, and we had a gig in like 2 days. I was like, if I still sound like this, we're gonna do Cinderella.
Sure.
I wish I knew how to play a Cinderella song now.
The Chord Lord made it over there. Nice. Good for you. Thank you. Sean's good.
Just to remember what went wrong.
Woo. I know where to go. See, Sean, with this program, I can actually put the INN emoji logo up that you post, which is killer. Restream on Friday nights doesn't let me do that. By the way, let me plug the Friday night clip shows. If you have missed the clip shows, and most of you have not missed the clip shows here, but I run them, and I've been running them back to back because it's like 3 hours plus of music, and everyone seems to pop in for a little bit, hang out, and pop back out, which works for everyone. I love it, and I love putting them together. It's a good time. Everyone kind of hangs out, chats. Tell your friends. Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else on Friday
You need
nights.
to be doing a Trump impression right now while you're saying that. Everybody
friends.
loves it. It's terrific. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. That's right. Tell your friends.
It just read like a Trump script for a minute there. I'm sorry. It was too good.
I humbly ask for you to donate your time to watch
Well,
Jesse
he's just
Jett.
three everything at the wall right now. It's great.
Hey,
it's like IVF, weed, like whatever.
Sure. Let's go for it. All right. Okay, so we're just doing more commercials, and that's okay. Forgot my goddamn login to Kick. Oh, okay, next time, Anna. All right. How long were you sick, Jesse? You were sick for what? 3 weeks, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, 3. So the first week, I thought it was going to be all it was. And near the end of it, I made the mistake of going, well, at least I didn't get any respiratory shit. And then the respiratory shit, right after one gig that I had, like, I didn't want to cancel the gig. Jess was, her voice just wasn't there. Mine was. Like, I don't think anyone else noticed as much as I noticed. That said, it was weird to play a solo gig without her because I'm so used to doing all these songs like she and I. So I told the crowd in the beginning, I was like, there's not going to be any of that romantic shit because it's just too painful to do solo.
Speaking of
but
solo,
no, it was my 97 Jordan, flu game.
It was the sick game. It was the sick game.
Sweating it out. But then literally I got done. I was like, at least it was just body aches and chills and fever, and I didn't have any like congestion. And then on the drive home from the gig, all the congestion starts setting in. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, at least it held out during like the performance.
True. Yeah.
So
it was considerate in that regard, so I guess I should be thankful.
While you're hitting the apple, we have been remiss. It's been an hour, and we have not mentioned our friend Shanda yet. And we were going to, and we meant to put up a link to the GoFundMe. I'm sure most of you here have heard about what's going on with Shanda. It's not good, and it's not good, just like Trump would say. But it's. She got the diagnosis none of us want to get ever, and we're gonna do what we can to help her and rally around her and be a support network for her. And so she put out a GoFundMe. I recorded a little video on How Do We Miss That the other night. We'll keep putting some videos out and sharing it, but it's gonna be a tough road, and it'll say in the GoFundMe you'll be able to see what from her own words what's going on, but I will drop that link in the chats. But we're thinking about Shanda actually shared the link to the show tonight. She might even be here for all we know. Love you, Shanda. Love you, Oz. They'll be live Saturday night. She actually has been doing her Monday shows and will continue to try to do her Monday shows through this, which is remarkable. You would never know anything was even going on. To watch her show yesterday, she was amazing. And then she'll be back Saturday night. I think they've been off for a month now. and Oz had COVID and he's now in recovery mode and he's starting to feel better. But yeah, Shanda, she needs to pin this to the top of her Twitter because I'm scrolling to try to find it. But I'll drop the link for everyone and you'll be able to. But fuck cancer, by the way, so everyone knows. Yeah, all right, I got it now. Let's drop that. But all right, you got another song you want to drop? Nice.
I got two more. So this I've done this one once before, but again, this is like the bunch of my favorite songs to play, and this is definitely one of them, and it's real short. I wish I knew more of Tom Lehrer's songs, but this one is just so nice and poignant. He at the time he wrote it mentioned all the nostalgia that there was for World War II and the songs that came out of it. And he said, I feel like if anyone's going to be writing songs about World War III, they better start now. This was, of course, in the 60s when he said that. But the song really, really holds up. This is So Long Mom, a song for World War III.
To drop the bomb, but don't wait up for me. Though you may swelter down there in your shelter, you can see me on your TV while we're attacking frontally. Watch Brinkley and Huntley describing contrapuntally the cities we have lost. No need for you to miss a moment of the agonizing Holocaust. Yeah. See, little Johnny Jones was a U.S. pilot, and no shrinking violet was he. Oh, he was mighty proud, World War III was declared. He wasn't scared, no siree. And this is what he said on his way to Armageddon. So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. Though I may roam, I'll come back to our home, although it may be a pile of debris. Remember, Mommy, I'm off to get a commie, so send me a salami and smile somehow. I'll look for you when the war is over, an hour and a half from now.
You don't get a lot of like political musical humor satire. That's
right.
That's a very specific genre.
Yep.
I would have to say.
One night I need to do a whole Tom Lehrer night, but anything that was written on piano is a fucking nightmare to transcribe over to guitar. there's a whole lot of chords that you just don't ever have to use until you're doing that. It really is.
Joy bombs. Oh my God, Cynic. Join aside. Join aside. Join aside. Charlie Mack, Gilly Love. I did message with her earlier. She said her house was spared, thankfully. She's still evacuated, but they're okay. And the last that she heard was that it had missed her house, so everything is still standing, thankfully. And I'm sure she'll be back in a day or so, hopefully, to her computer. But thanks for asking, and we and Kameshwari Kate, wherever she is, checked on that, so thank you. Cynic says Lehrer's amazing and amazing on piano. Yep.
And once again, this, I may have done this before. If I did, I think I did it a cappella. Would have been at least a year ago. When I had my Chumbawamba revelation, and became a hardcore Chumbawamba stan.
I think you played this at the end of your birthday show.
Spotify responded in kind by taking this record off of Spotify. It's the only Chumbawamba album that has disappeared, but it did, because fuck me. But this is off of an album called The Boy Bands Have Won, which is the shortened title. It actually, the full title is the Guinness World Record for longest album title, but it's shortened to just The Boy Bands Have Won. But I listened to this album once while I was mowing the lawn. Lyrical had actually suggested that I listen to Chumbawamba. He was like, seriously, if you like political shit, if you like really biting, scathing fucking political shit, like listen to Chumbawamba. And I listened to this record, and there are a few songs that are just hit you right in the face. And this one really did. I stopped and like killed the mower and just like sat down in my yard and listened to the song a few times, because the song itself is instrumental, and their harmonies just like it's otherworldly. It's nuts. This, as bleak as it is, this is probably why this song spoke to me so much. This is called Words Can Save Us.
April morning, summer comes soon. Clouds follow after. Morning sun is hidden by noon. Day is shrouded over. Tears to face the morning news. We watch our future burn and wonder if we'll ever learn that words can save us. War in broken promised land, fame, fear, and gunfire. Cowboy culture, blood on its hands, flag, fuel, and empire. Bit parts for shooting stars above the dying trees, and no one looking up to see how words can save us. Number one, favorite son, one more outsider. Army drops its cluster bombs. Boy sees his future. World, are you listening now? This fool just had his day. Oh, who'll be brave enough to say that words can save us? World, are you listening now? This fool just had his day. Oh, who'll be brave enough to say that words can save us?
That's Chumba motherfucking Wamba.
That almost sounds like a Hebrew prayer in a way. Like I can almost hear that melody. Like if I close my eyes, I can literally hear that like being a chant in temple. Mm-hmm. Like that's really funny.
Yeah, that song. It's just vocals, and their harmonies are just like, oh god. Yeah, it's nuts. It really is so good.
Denver is saying it's good to drink a cup of water with baking soda after meals. It helps keep your pH from getting too acidic, notwithstanding high blood sugar abnormalities. Sure. Yes, that's not the Chumbawamba you did last time. I could have sworn you did Words Can Save Us at your birthday show.
I thought I did too. I thought I just did it a cappella.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. Where are we? Ghost Art says that we're already over $4,000 raised of Shanna's $30,000 goal. That's great. Want to get that up as high as we possibly can.
All right, I got one more in me. This is another Townes Van Zandt song that I also found through a cover off of Robert Plant and Alison Krauss's first album together, which if you haven't heard, like there are some people whose voices are just made for each other. And usually it's people that were kind of at their peak at the same time. Like, Lennon McCartney, Lane Staley and Jerry Cantrell, Serge and Darren from System of a Down. Those people that just have that kind of harmony that it's like that's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. For all of Robert Plant's amazing career prior to his Alison Krauss album, something about his voice with hers, it's like they were just fucking made to harmonize together in a really serious way. There are some great covers on their first album, and this is one of them. This is a Townes Van Zandt song called Nothing. That is definitely one of my favorite songs ever, and a good way to close out night one of a few of my favorite sings. Yeah, this is called Nothing.
Hey mama, when you leave, you don't leave a thing behind, 'cause I don't want nothing, can't use nothing. You take care into the home. If you see my friends, would you tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Almost burn out my eyes, through my ears down to the floor, didn't hear nothing, I didn't see nothing. I stood there like a block of stone, knowing all I had to know, and nothing more. Man, that's nothing. Going blind and bowing down 1,000 times to echo is strong on pure temptation, but sorrow and solitude, these are the precious things and are the only words that are worth remembering, and are the only words that are worth remembering. Hey mama, when you leave, you don't leave a thing behind, 'cause I don't want nothing. I can't use nothing. I can't use nothing, mama.
And that's Nothing. Townes Van Zandt.
You said something about Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, though.
Yes. That's Townes Van Zandt wrote the song originally, but Robert Plant and Alison Krauss's version is how I first found it.
I don't know that. You know, I listen to Robert Plant a bunch. Obviously, a Zeppelin fan. Also, the Plant and Page, No Quarter. I love like some of his solo stuff. Fate of Nations is actually one of like my favorite albums, and it's so obscure. Nobody's heard of that album. It's actually really good. But yeah, that was great. Nothing. All right, I'd never heard that one before. You always hit me with stuff I'd never heard. You know, it's funny. You talk about the lost albums. To me, the Utah Phillips is the lost album episode of American Tradition. That one, and then there's like another one. One of the Seuss ones is really obscure. Like, I almost forget that we did a third Seuss show. Yep. It was really, really like deep cut Seuss night. We need to get back into one of those. My kids, you know, we're back to school now this week, so my kids are now starting to ask for another Seuss night. When's Jesse going to do some read alouds? We got to get Uncle Jesse doing more read alouds, and yeah, this was a blast as usual, and. Anna's saying her favorite was doing the crash test dummies. I got yelled at for clipping that and putting that out as a single, Anna.
I forgot about that.
That was the last time I put out singles for Jesse. Now I just do them during the clip show. But I haven't put out an individual.
And lurks all over the church floor.
That was so good. It couldn't just explain it. It always just been there. Dude. We got to get karaoke night going and serenading Jesse night too at some point. We got to get that going. Man.
Well, this has been a blast as always.
Yes, well, we're glad you're back.
I think next time we'll do like a focus on Kamala night. I feel like we need to get ready to combat all this goddamn joy going around. Someone's got to do something about all this joy.
Well, it's going to be the Kamala swan song, in my opinion, because I don't think there's any fucking way in hell she's got a chance to win. So therefore, we have to be done with her before we're really done with her. Mm-hmm. You know, because I think come November, you know, they threw her to the wolves. They knew that there was really nobody that could actually compete at that level against Trump, especially with his troll level. So put the identity politics person there so that you can call everyone a racist, misogynist. At least maybe that'll work. And then blanket it with joy and you know, the dad from Minnesota. And like every 2 weeks they're trying like, will this work? How about this one? It's like they're trying to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Well, how about this one?
Yep.
Nope. Dead rabbit. That one's a headless baby. Nope. That one didn't work either. Like, nope. Join aside, not working. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yes, there's no there, Cynic. That's right. Okay. Anna says that she literally stole your joke about the 90s in a work meeting. They all laughed. I missed that one. That must have been from the AM Wake Up. Again, check out Jesse on AM Wake Up yesterday. Did you play it all or were you just hanging out?
No, just hanging out.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Like that's something you very rarely get to do without having to perform.
I know, right?
like we just want you here to hang out and talk and not play. Like
I know.
Okay.
Having my Ricky Bobby moment, I was like, "What do I do with my hands?" So
I don't know.
I had a cup of coffee, so I just held my coffee the whole time.
Yep. Flesh
don't know
vessel.
What to do with these fucking things?
Flesh vessel. It was Hackling joy. That's really, you know, I can't stand her. Yes, totally heard the crash test dummies. Yes, we did that. That was about 10 episodes ago or so. That was on Valentine's Day. That was still my favorite cover yet. Of all of her, and let me just show one more time the thumbnail for tonight. Every time I look at it, I crack up. I can't, man. All right.
Well, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
All right, everyone. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Clip shows every Friday night. tomorrow night we're going to have INN News at 9 o'clock Eastern. On Thursday is Politically Homeless, 9 o'clock Eastern. Friday, we've got Angel in the Afternoon at 7. And the clip show is at 10:30 Eastern. Oh, this is all Eastern. And then 8 o'clock on Sunday night, we'll have Angel doing the wrestling show, Pro Wrestling Talk with Miss Witchy Perfect. We are not going to run a Saturday night show this week. We want everyone to go watch Shannon and Oz. Himbo's kind of done with the gaming anyway. We've been trying to figure out what we want to do with Saturday nights late, if anything. But definitely watch Shannon and Oz Saturday night on Beauty and the Boomer.
Yep.
Sunday, we'll be back for How Do We Miss That? And Boats. Monday, we got the Maple Files. There's a new hit show on INN. It's called the Maple Files. It talks about Canadian news. So check that out with our friend, with our friends Snow Himbo and Yeti, who talked about sustainable living. They bought like a place in Nova Scotia, and now he's trying to live off the grid and doing all kinds of shit with 3D printed stuff and rechargeable stuff. And oh, it's so good. Loop. Yes, Kitty. Yes, we're gonna loop it on Friday night. We've been looping every show, every Friday night show. The clip shows, we'll loop them twice, so you get like an East Coast and a West Coast version. By the way, if you also did not check out my interview, my conversation with Keith McHenry from Saturday night, because you don't have Rockfin or Rumble, this was not available on YouTube. We had a great 2-hour talk about a ton of different stuff, but it got a little spicy for YouTube purposes. So we talked about COVID a little bit, and I was not really confident that they wouldn't strike us. So I put up a QR code on YouTube so you can get the links to go to watch it on Rockfin and Rumble. So by all means, check out Keith McHenry. He's a legend. I love him. I really appreciate the time that he gave. I didn't expect to talk to him for 2 hours. I figured I'd get an hour, but I took as much as he was willing to give. And at 2 hours, I'm like, oh man, thank you. But we'll have him back again. We'll talk some more. But all right, guys. Love y'all. Have a great night. Yep. Oh wait, what is this? Urgent. University admins across the U.S. have declared an indefinite state of emergency on college campuses. Schools are rolling out policies in preparation for quashing pro-Palestine protests. What a surprise. And campouts. Yeah,
there's a little sample, a little tiny taste of the joy to come. This is what's there's that joy.
Yep. All right, guys. Support independent media. Wow. We need it more than ever.
Yep.
Night, everyone.
Take care, guys. Love y'all.
Who are these people? Who are these people?